Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? And today is day 60. And I thought I had already recorded this, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm going to start over and talk to you today about resiliency. And, you know, it's really interesting when I think about when we first started our print shop and how difficult things were. I mean, I think back on those days where our very first customer that came in was starting a business too, and they needed all these flyers and all this stuff, and they came in and placed a rush order, and we quickly were so excited we had a customer, and you know how you are, you're just like a little school kid, you're like, "Oh my gosh, I got somebody who came in, I got somebody signing up," right? And, anyway, we ordered the paper and got the job done, and I delivered it, and "Oh, we need another batch of that," she said. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, I need to collect payment on this first." She goes, "Well, let's come back tomorrow and I'll give you payment on that and deliver the next set of flyers." And I'm like, "Okay." And then the next day I come back with the same batch and still no money. And she ordered a third batch. So guess who's the stupid at the third time when you run it again? And they never paid us. And come to find out, it was just a big scam where they opened up a business and scammed everybody, all the vendors, all the different people who they bought product from or didn't even pay for it. And they were gone in 2 months. Like, they were in and out, gone, took as much money while they could, and moved all the product and probably moved across the country and started the whole thing all over again. And, it's so discouraging, right, to have things like that happen. Um, and the sad part is, that's not gonna be the only time. The biggest thing that you need to remember from when you have hard times is that you can turn the page and keep moving forward, or you can let it really get you down, blame everybody else, blame yourself, kill yourself, get really upset and really be negative about it. And some people will choose to even complain to everybody about it. Like, "Oh my gosh, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah." And really, when you think about it, all that's doing is just showing how stupid you are. I mean, I don't know a better way to say that, but it's like, okay, naive once, uh, too excited, too much excitement about the new business and somebody wanting to do work and that we were able to fulfill it. I was all in my head. I wasn't thinking about reality and really what needs to be said, how to hold your ground, where are your boundaries, and doing it in a way that's forward thinking. And in business, in any business, there's always going to be a problem. Eric Worre was sharing a story about a company that he was working in, network marketing company, and he didn't say what the product was, but let's just say it was electronic product. and and it was a hot market. Everybody was excited about this new product, and everybody was talking about it on, whatever. And and immediately when he joined and started selling, they went back ordered for over 100 days. Not one order was filled in 100 days. And there were so many people angry, frustrated, complaining, quitting, blah, blah, blah. And really, when it comes down to it, if you change your mindset and say, "Hey, everybody else is quitting, I'm going to take this time to really build up our business. We're going to have so much back orders. We're going to be really just like move fast because we know that they will fill in this business eventually, right?" We were talking, the product was being made in China. And so they were saying, "Do whatever you can to fill these orders. Don't ship it on the slow boat across the ocean. Fly him over." He's going on and on. But if you're able to really look at that, this is an advantage, flip it around, get that mindset in the right way, flip it around, and really start thinking about if everybody else is quitting, you have the end game. You know that you can go and everybody's stopping, but you. And if you can really think about that with even within doTERRA, I mean, I know the website's not perfect all the time. There's going to have issues, And what can you do when the website's having issues? You get on the phone, you call the office. They need to know about the issues. I've had leaders say, "Oh, well, we'll do it later. We'll do it," and then it never happens. And then again, they go back to order the next month and they forgot. And then there's still a complaint. Like it's never. So let me just give you some information about websites. I used to design websites. My shop, we had over, I don't remember how many websites, maybe 200 different websites for different companies. And what happens is technology updates, right? Like, how many of you guys have a smartphone where you've had to update it often, right? Like maybe there's a security issue, so you update. Now, the minute you update your phone, then all of a sudden this app needs to be updated. And then you have to learn on a whole new software program. The contact sheets look different. There's always things that are going to be happening, but they had to update it to prevent this other problem. But when you update it, there's all these other things that need to lock in place that haven't updated themselves to fit up with the new software. So just understand when you're working with a website that is a global company with 52 markets, 52 separate websites that need to mesh together so that if somebody enrolled in the United States or India or South Africa or Europe, that it's on your team and these are all different websites. Imagine the complexity that needs to happen. And so sometimes, um, when they update something, it's a new button to hit submit is somewhere you didn't know about, right? So it could be user error that is just simple fix, or it could be, oh, we need to fix this and this in the back office on your site because of this, this, and this. Who knows what the problem is? But you need to get a hold of them right away. Don't use this as an excuse. Oh, the company is not, they have a and then complain to your new customer. You guys, you're just shooting your business down. And so you really want to put in a positive spin on everything. If you owned the business, you would do that. You do own the business, you guys. If you owned, like, if think about owning a car dealership, right? You didn't manufacture the cars, but every once in a while, there'll be just a car that drives off the lot that the wheels fall off. There's always going to be something that happens that somebody forgot to tighten the screws on, right? And we're human. And so you need to be able to figure out how to speak to your new customers, your existing my mom calls me and complains about the website every once in a while and I'm like, "Okay, well, let's just figure it out, and let's see what's going on. Let me log in and let's take care of it." And sometimes I'll even get on the phone, do a three-way call and get doTERRA on the phone and take care of it right away. And then the problem's done. It's taken care of. And you took care of your customer. They feel so thankful. They're so appreciative. And so that is something that you're going to want to make sure you do. You're turning and being resilient of what the issues are. Now, we spent 3 years building in India. 3 years. And we had shipping problems. You can't even imagine the shipping problems we had. We had packages lost in customs, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of items that we never got delivered that I paid for, that I paid for shipping, I paid for customs fees, and they never delivered it. And we've had a lot of corruption going on. Like I can tell you, a shipping agent that we hired that stole all of our stuff. We had packages, things delivered that were damaged. I mean, we can go on and on. It would take 3 months at times for packages to be shipped from United States into India and then distributed, reshipped again to people's houses or to other leaders. And oh my gosh, so many different levels of complexity that we had to go through. And yeah, there were going to be problems. And here I am, I'm still here. And I would have people complain, people would quit. Oh, I don't trust you. I'm never going to get the package. That is what they have is they quit. But those who are resilient and can think of positive ways to solve the problem and not be the problem. And that is so important. you are only going to be successful if you are a leader that you're able to do that. And I have a leader in India that I'm just going to give an example. He solved several problems for me, and he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to take that on, but he ordered some product from in. I had some water bottles as a sample as a prize. I ordered just enough. I couldn't order any more because Amazon, if you order more than so many products, they think you're a business. And so they wouldn't let me buy anything anymore on that site on that particular product. So he took care of it for me. That is huge. That is lifting things up and moving things forward rather than pulling things back and dropping out, quitting, doing all those things that aren't going to serve you. I promise you, when you think of the negativity or the complaint, I mean, I just have to think about sometimes when people complain to me, I hear a little kid whining and complaining about not getting their candy or not getting their way. And there's a difference between a complaint versus, hey, I've got an issue. How can we solve this? Let's take a look at all the details so we can lay it out and surf through it and see what we can make happen. How much more forwarding and easier is that to deal with than someone, yeah, 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 right? And so think about what kind of leader are you? And that is just really huge. I just want you to really sit back and think about what conversations are you using to forward your steps towards being a powerful leader and being a stand for the success of your business and being a stand for doTERRA being the number one company in the world and being proud that you're part of it no matter what. Like, no matter if they can't deliver the product, they're back ordered. No matter if the shipping issues are happening, there's always going to be a forward motion, and it's how you deal with it that's going to help you grow as a business leader. And so I just wanted to share that with you. I think it's really important to take that on, be resilient, and you will see a huge impact on your team. So, oh, I have one more thing I want to say about that. I've been helping out with some politics here locally, and, politics can get really heated and people start to spit and yell at each other and blah, it gets really nasty. And when you think about how you communicate to other people, you can really push tension on them. And the only thing that you're doing is you're just trying to be right instead of actually solving the problem. So you're making it about you being right instead of really solving an issue. And there's a really good book I've been reading that I wanted to share with you. Um, and let me see if I can find it real quick here on my app. It's called The Obstacle is the Way. And I'm only like on chapter two. I've only been listening to it for 3 or 4 days. And I go for a walk and I multitask. I'm still doing my personal development every day. And I'm listening to this book. And it's really puts yourself in like a, yeah, who are you being about that issue? Are you being a problem solver or a problem creator? And who do you want on your team? Do you want your downline to be problem solvers or problem creators? And I just have to say that I'm really proud of many of you leaders on how you are problem solvers. And so don't take this video wrong, but I just wanted to point out this aspect as you're looking and talking to your leaders, complaints coming up, you really want to be able to talk with them about this whole philosophy on this is our time now. While there's an issue going on, we can actually step forward and move faster than everybody else. We can gain momentum better because everybody else is laying back, right? And now is the time, right before the holidays, that you can really make an impact by calling your downline, checking in with them, seeing how it's going. Hey, just thought I'd check in with you. It's been a few days or a month or a few years or whatever it has been. And I just wanted to say hello. and just be of service to you. Is there anything I can do for you today? And that will make a huge difference on being that customer service that maybe, you haven't done. And moving that forward, and every call you make, every touch you do with someone, you want to make another appointment. So invite them to a class. Hey, I haven't seen you to any of our classes. We're doing them every Wednesday on Zoom, or I'm going to be in Kohima, or I'm going to be in Mumbai, whatever the day and the location is. You should always have classes scheduled and move that conversation forward. That is part of the resiliency. Okay. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, and this was day 60 of the 90-day challenge. Give me a like on the link below, and feel free to share it to your other downline. And we'd love to hear what you have to say about this. God bless. Take care.